Ladies and gentlemen, hi, it's Larry Smith, and joined by Michael Dorsey, and I want to just welcome you all to this Legal Shield overview to find out more about one of the most exciting growth companies in America. So in order to start the overview, I'm going to turn it over to my good friend Michael Dorsey. Michael?
Well, thank you, Larry. I really appreciate that, and just super excited about Legal Shield and how we're helping so many people with our great memberships. And we're going to share with you today how that can benefit you and your loved ones. We're an established company with a very unique business model. We've been around since 1972. We have approximately 4.2 million lives across the United States and Canada that are covered with our memberships and our proprietary system of quality law firms covering all 50 states and 4 provinces up in Canada. Our vision is to provide equal access to the liberty, equality, opportunity, and justice that every North American deserves and expects. And our mission is to help people improve their lives by teaching life-transforming skills and to deliver exceptional products and services that promote peace of mind and confidence in a world that is oftentimes uncaring and selfish. Let's talk about what others are saying about Legal Shield. We have an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau of Central Oklahoma, where our headquarters are. If you look us up on Facebook, our Legal Shield membership has a 4.7-star review, and our ID Shield membership has a 4.8-star review, along with Consumer Affairs giving us a 4.7-star review in addition to that. What I want to do now is send the call back out to Larry Smith to share with you how our Legal Shield membership works. Larry, out to you.
Thanks very much, Michael. You know, today it seems like more and more we're running our lives from our smartphones. Digital disruptors are disrupting industries all across this great country of ours. You think about Instagram, who has a massive photo sharing platform, yet they don't own any retail outlets. You think about Uber, massive transportation company, but yet they don't own any cars. You think about Airbnb, massive lodging platform, but yet they don't own any hotels. You think about Amazon, which has become the largest retailer in the world, yet they don't have any brick and mortar stores. And of course, Netflix, massive online video company, yet they don't own any theaters. So our smartphones are really helping us manage our lives better than ever. And Legal Shield and ID Shield have their own digital disruptors. See, Legal Shield, we have thousands of attorneys that represent our members. At the same time, we don't own any law firms. And our licensed private investigators who help our members with their ID theft issues, while they're working for us on a contract basis, we don't own that company either. So here we are working hand in hand to help bring peace of mind and protection to our members across this great country. Let's talk about our service. Now, currently, as we're making this recording, we have about 40,000 calls a week that come into our law firms. So this is certainly not a test market. We're simply here to help give our members access to the justice system. Now, imagine being able to pick up the phone and call your law firm and getting personal legal advice on an unlimited number of issues. At $250 an hour, people don't do that, so they think they don't need it because they haven't used it. But if you don't get a bill for that phone call, think about how many times you've asked yourself, are you right or are you wrong? Should you do this or should you not do this? Or been under stressful situations. Today, the wealthiest people in our country keep attorneys on retainer. And it's not because they're criminals. It's not because they're in trouble with the law. It's because our society has become so complex that wealthy people don't make many decisions without getting legal advice. Now everyone has that access through a Legal Shield membership. One of the greatest things about talking to a lawyer is that what they can do by reinforcing your rights under the law. Now, they can't change a law to make us right, but imagine having someone treat you unfairly and having a letter come from a major law firm on your behalf or a phone call made from an attorney to the person that's giving you a bad time, and yet you don't get a bill for that because it's all included with your monthly membership fee. I've had little things like $25 problems with my homeowners association, yet when the law firm wrote a letter, the $25 problem went away. Or when the dry cleaners ruined clothes and they wouldn't do anything about it until they got a letter from the law firm and then I got it checked. Or the jeweler that ruined a piece of jewelry that he was supposed to fix and he wouldn't do anything about it until he got a phone call from my lawyer and then I got a check. I could tell you story after story, but I've gotten back or saved in excess of $33,000 from letters and phone calls without worrying about getting a bill for those letters or calls. Now think about contracts and documents. We all sign them, but if you ask a wealthy person to sign a contract, who do they always have look at theirs first? Their lawyer. Now it makes sense for all of us to do that, but at $250 an hour, we're not going to do that. But imagine being able, the next time somebody says, sign here, instead of getting that empty feeling in your stomach, imagine the empowerment of being able to say, let me run this by my attorney first. We'll review it, call you back, and tell you what your rights are and recommend changes on an unlimited number of contracts and documents up to 15 pages each. Imagine getting that dreaded letter from the IRS where they want to do an audit. I got one of those in 2002, and they wanted to do a 3-year audit. They said that I owed them money. However, when the tax attorney and I visited, he turned around and had me sign a power of attorney. He went on the audit for me, and when he was done, I didn't have to pay taxes for the next 3 years because of a tax credit I received. Now, I've never been sued, but can you imagine if you can be in a car wreck, you can be sued. If you can be a victim of identity theft, you can be sued. But can you imagine having civil trial defense for covered situations as a part of your monthly membership fee without worrying about big expenses? We provide a schedule of hours for pretrial time and trial defense time that starts out at 60 hours your first year. Then we add 60 hours each year through the first 5 years. And from the 5th year thereafter, we have 300 hours in case you or your spouse are sued in a covered civil suit. Now, after our members have been with us for 90 days, we even offer uncontested divorce, adoption, separation, or name change. We had a person from Texas who was going through an uncontested divorce. The attorneys in Texas wanted a $4,000 retainer, $10,000 cost by becoming Legal Shield members and then waiting after 90 days to file for that. They got to withdraw the $10,000 in attorney's fees. They just paid court costs and filing fees, and the member was so impressed she became a marketing associate to market our services as well. Now listen, people get speeding tickets, and most people just pay it and watch their insurance rates go up, and here's what we do. On your smartphone, if you get a speeding ticket, you take a picture of the ticket. You send it from your smartphone right to the law firm. Within 8 business hours, you're talking to a traffic attorney who will see what they can do to help you get the points reduced or dismissed, which means your car insurance rates don't go up, or get the fines reduced or dismissed. Now, this isn't foolproof. We don't recommend you speed. We don't fix tickets. But when you have a top-quality law firm that's helping you do that, you've got a much better chance. So it's a great benefit to have. Also, when was the last time you updated your last will and testament, your living will, and your health care power of attorney? This is the reason I bought the membership 21 years ago, because I didn't have these documents. Today, a good law firm will charge about $700 to $1,000 for these, and if you're married, you can multiply that times 2. But with your Legal Shield membership, we provide all these for no additional charge, and we update it every year that your membership stays in force to make sure that your family is always protected. And also, we have 24-hour-a-day, 7-day-a-week emergency access for covered situations. So in the event that you're questioned, detained, or arrested by law enforcement, or if there's a warrant issued for your arrest, or if your children are being removed from your custody, or if you're injured in an accident. Now, as long as you're not under the influence of drugs or alcohol, and like your vehicle is registered properly, you're licensed properly, we will be able to get an attorney with you on the phone with you within minutes of your emergency, no matter what time of day or night it is. You simply tap your mobile app where it says Emergency Legal Access. It'll ring our corporate office in Oklahoma where those 700 employees are, and we'll make sure your membership's active, and within minutes we can have an attorney on the phone with you. Now, of those 40,000 calls that we get every week currently, about 90% of them are covered with our monthly membership fee. About 10% of them fall in what we call our 25% preferred member discount. So if you got a DUI or a bankruptcy or a bad divorce, when you consult with the law firm, it's included with the membership fee, then they would give you a price quote, and while you're not obligated to use us for those situations, you know what the cost is to where you can make the best financial decision. Now, our membership covers you as a member and your spouse or domestic partner, and then children under the age of 26 that have never been married that are either living at home or full-time college students, and any dependent children under the age of 18 for whom the member is a legal guardian, and any physically or mentally disabled children living at home. Now, here's a litmus test. Which would you choose? Finding a lawyer on your own and paying $250 an hour, or getting a top-quality law firm for less than $20 a month. See, our law firms get paid based on the number of active members they keep on the books, so their focus is on serving you because they're not billing you, and that's what makes this work so well. Now, we've also got more third-party validation. We have attorneys generals that own the services that you're hearing about right now from our company. We have attorneys generals that have been on our stage at our international conventions talking about what a great company we are. We have people like Buddy Caldwell, who's a former attorney general in the state of Louisiana, who says Legal Shield provides access to justice to all citizens. It opens the courthouse doors and levels the playing field for everyone. The most beautiful building we have in this country, the Supreme Court building, on the west wall says equal justice under law. That was supposed to be a constitutional right for all of us, but today 93% of the public doesn't believe it because of the cost of legal counsel. Today, Legal Shield is bringing that constitutional right back to the American family at a price they can afford with quality legal representation. Michael, we've got another major problem. I'm going to go back out to you to let you talk about identity theft.
Well, thank you, Larry. I really appreciate that. You know, and identity theft is a major problem in America. In 2015, there were 781 breaches that compromised 169 million people. You know, identity theft is repeatedly a top consumer complaint category in America, and it manifests itself in many different ways, from credit fraud, Social Security fraud, driver's license fraud, medical, criminal and character fraud, and tax return fraud. With our Legal Shield, our ID Shield app, you can monitor your identity in the palm of your hand. You're going to be able to check out and have the privacy and security monitoring on a day-to-day basis where they're checking everything out. We have already more than 1 million lives that are doing that, but you're going to be able to look at your credit score. You're going to receive alerts. I received an alert one time where we had moved. We had a new house that we had closed on, and it said, hey, you have a new address in your name. I went in, I looked it up, and everything was fine. So it made me feel good knowing I had kind of a watchdog looking over my shoulder, so to speak. So it made me feel good. You receive those push notifications on your phone, monitored information that's going to be there where you can add, if you open up a new checking account, get a new credit card, you can remove an old one or whatever the case might be. So you can do all of that, and ID Shield is going to take care of that for you. You're going to have unlimited consultation with more than 200,000 personal identity consultations have already been conducted. You're going to receive full case and call history of everything that's happening with you and your particular situation. If you are in need of an emergency consultation, that's available to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year with our emergency hotline for covered situations. You see, ID Shield, what we do is we restore your identity. You're going to receive comprehensive restoration. We've already restored nearly 10,000 individual identities with a team of licensed private investigators behind you that are there to do whatever it takes, as long as it takes, to clear your records for life with a $5 million service guarantee. With Legal Shield and ID Shield, you're going to have protection and peace of mind for just $39.90 a month. That's a little over $1 a day to protect your family. If you're not married and don't have any children, as an individual, you receive the same services for $27.90 a month. You know, we have a special thank you for our members. Our Legal Shield Member Perks program gives you access to save money with hundreds and hundreds of companies that are out there. To be able to do that, it's a special thank you saying, hey, we appreciate your business with our ID Shield and our Legal Shield membership. So here you go. This is for you. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you see the value in this membership and the benefit and how it can help you and your loved ones, please get back with the person that shared this website with you, shared this presentation with you, to get your questions answered and to get your membership activated. We really appreciate you taking your time today. Thank you so much. Let's make it a great day.